All right, so today we're diving into something a little unexpected.
Okay.
We're talking washing machines
All right.
in Bangladesh.
Interesting.
Yeah, you heard that right.
Okay.
Not something you'd think about every day, right?
Right.
But it turns out
Yeah.
this is a big deal over there.
Okay.
And we're going to dig into why, using a bunch of articles from the October 7th edition of today's Daily Star,
Okay.
which is like a really big newspaper in Bangladesh.
Gotcha.
So we're talking like,
Mm-hmm.
why is this appliance, like just a regular old washing machine,
Right.
why is it such a symbol of progress over there, what's going on in Bangladesh's economy and like
Right.
their society that's making this happen?
Yeah.
We'll break it all down. Who are the big companies involved? What challenges are they facing? What opportunities are there? It's fascinating stuff.
Cool.
So get this. Only like 3–4% of households in Bangladesh own a washing machine right now.
Okay.
That doesn't sound like a lot, right?
Right.
But the market is growing like crazy, like 5–10% every year.
Wow.
This isn't just a fad. This
Yeah.
is like a major economic and social shift that's happening.
Interesting.
To understand what's going on, we really need to go back a bit.
Okay.
Before 2010, washing machines in Bangladesh, basically unheard of for most people. They were imported, crazy expensive, only for the wealthy, right?
Makes sense.
But then things changed.
Oh.
Local production started booming, prices dropped massively.
Oh.
Suddenly, washing machines are within reach for way more people.
So like a typical
It's exactly like that.
technology getting cheaper.
Exactly.
Yes, and more accessible.
And now it's like a necessity.
Huh.
And what's wild is this brand, Walton,
Okay.
they've become like the big player in Bangladesh for this.
Interesting.
They came out of nowhere in like a decade, and now they're exporting washing machines.
Wow.
Like internationally, Bangladesh, a washing machine powerhouse. Who knew?
Yeah, it's amazing what local production can do
Right.
for affordability.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the articles say that local washing machines
Mm-hmm.
make up like 70–75% of the market there now.
Wow.
It's the complete opposite of just 10 years ago.
Total flip.
It really shows you how important local manufacturing is for making things affordable.
Definitely.
But it's not all easy.
Right.
The articles talk about how these companies, they have a challenge.
What's that?
Convincing people that a washing machine isn't a luxury.
Mm.
It's a necessity.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like imagine.
It's a big change.
It's a huge change.
Yeah.
Like you've been using an icebox your whole life. Why would you need a refrigerator?
Right.
It's a hard sell.
For sure.
Plus, there's the whole global economy thing, right?
Of course.
Prices of materials going up and down. It's got to be hard to keep prices steady.
Absolutely. It's a constant struggle.
But on top of that, you've got all these companies, local and international, all fighting for a piece of this new market.
A lot of competition.
Oh, tons.
Yeah.
It's a real battle royale out there.
So who are the main contenders we should know about?
Well, you've got Walton. They're the local heroes, right? Known for keeping things affordable. But also, they've got great customer service,
Okay, smart.
which is super important in that market.
Makes sense.
And then in the other corner, you've got Singer.
The big international brand.
Exactly. And even they're feeling the pressure.
Oh, yeah.
They're actually making a lot of their models in Bangladesh now, too.
Wow, so they're really competing on price.
Oh, yeah, they have
To
to.
keep up with Walton.
It's a real David versus Goliath situation.
I'm intrigued.
But here's the kicker. Even with these big names duking it out, brand loyalty isn't really a thing in Bangladesh.
Oh, how so?
The articles say that shoppers, they're not afraid to switch brands
Interesting.
if they find a better deal.
Wow, so it's all about
It's all about the value.
the bottom line.
Exactly.
That's fascinating.
Right. It's like they're saying, we have options now, and they're using them. It's pretty cool to see, actually.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it really shows you how much things are changing.
For real.
Consumers in Bangladesh, they're not just like blindly following big names anymore.
Yeah.
They've got options now. They can compare prices. They
Right.
want the best bang for their buck, you know?
Totally. It's like they're in the driver's seat now,
I guess.
calling the shots.
Which is how it should be.
Right.
Yeah.
But to really get this whole washing machine thing,
Yeah.
we got to look beyond just like the buying and selling.
Okay.
What does it actually mean for people's lives day to day?
For sure. I mean, think about Bangladesh, right?
Right.
It's rapidly urbanizing, people moving to cities, living in smaller spaces. Everyone's busy.
Dhaka's intense.
Exactly. Time is precious, right? Who's got hours to be hand washing clothes anymore?
Nobody.
And what's interesting, this shift,
Yeah.
it's happening at the same time as gender roles are changing in Bangladesh.
Oh, interesting.
More women are working.
Right.
And that means the demand for these time-saving appliances like washing machines,
It's like through the roof.
it's exploding.
Yeah, it's like the washing machine is becoming a symbol
Yeah.
of, like, empowerment almost.
Right. Because instead of spending all that time on laundry, women can focus on education, careers, or just having more free time.
Right, exactly.
It challenges the old ways of doing things, you know?
See, it's a big deal.
It is. It really is.
But the articles, they do mention some concerns about this whole thing.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like what?
Well, electricity, for one.
Uh-huh.
Washing machines use power, and that's an added cost.
And not everyone has reliable access to electricity.
Exactly.
So it's a real concern.
And then there's the whole, like, taking care of your clothes thing.
Right. Some people are worried that,
Like, are they gentle enough?
yeah, especially the cheaper models.
Right.
Some fabrics are delicate.
For sure.
And clothes are seen as valuable possessions, you know?
It's like that whole hand wash versus machine wash debate.
Exactly.
It's happening in Bangladesh, too.
But on a much larger scale.
Right. It's like progress isn't always perfect, right?
It's a balancing act for sure. But the good news is manufacturers are listening.
Oh, yeah.
They're making changes, trying to be more sustainable.
Like what kind of stuff?
Well, both Walton and Singer, they're adding eco-friendly features.
Okay.
Things like inverter motors, they use less energy. And some models have sensors that adjust the water and energy use based on the load size.
Oh, wow. So they're like getting smarter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're adapting.
That's cool.
It is. But with all this talk about technology and stuff,
Yeah.
it's easy to forget about the human side of things.
Oh, right.
What's it actually like for people using these machines for the first time?
Like, how is it changing their everyday life?
It's a huge change.
Totally. It's like for women especially,
Oh, absolutely.
who've always had to do all the laundry.
Yeah.
This is a big deal.
No more like bending over for hours, scrubbing clothes.
Right. And it's not just that. Bangladesh, they've got the monsoon season, right?
That's brutal.
Trying to dry clothes during that, forget about it.
It's impossible.
And the articles mention this. Washing machine sales go way up during the rainy season.
Oh, yeah, it makes sense.
It's like, duh. Of course they do.
People want a solution.
Right. And it's not just about convenience. The articles mention health benefits, too.
Oh, for sure.
Like hygiene.
Huge in a place like Bangladesh.
Absolutely. It can help stop diseases from spreading.
Right, a healthier population overall.
Exactly. And it all comes back to the washing machine.
It's amazing.
It's kind of mind-blowing.
Something we take for granted
Totally.
can be life-changing for someone else.
It really makes you appreciate innovation, you know?
It's true, even in something as ordinary as a washing machine.
Right. Like, we're always talking about the latest gadgets and gizmos.
The flashy stuff
Exactly. But sometimes it's these everyday things.
that make the real difference.
For real. And in Bangladesh, the washing machine, it's like a symbol
Totally, a symbol of
progress.
yeah, of a rising middle class.
The people wanting better lives.
Absolutely.
Makes you wonder, what's next?
Right. What's the next washing machine?
What's going to be that symbol in another 10 years? Not just in Bangladesh, but everywhere.
Maybe it's something we haven't even thought of yet.
That's the exciting part. You never know what's going to change the world.
That's the beauty of it.
Well, I've got to say, I never thought I'd learn so much about Bangladesh from a deep dive on washing machines.
Right.
It just goes to show, progress has a funny way of showing up.
It sure does.
Sometimes it's in the most unexpected places.
Absolutely.
So next time you see a washing machine, take a second. Think about Bangladesh.
Think about the impact.
Exactly.
The stories.
It's a reminder that even the simplest things can have a huge impact.
Well said.
And that's our show for today.